It's time to cook with Susan Beck. I'm in the garden again today next to my garlic plants. We planted 21 bulbs of garlic last October. We like to put our bulbs into the ground a few weeks before freezing. We live in southwest Wisconsin, so that was about the end of October that we put these into the ground. We plant them about 2 inches deep and about 8 inches apart. Works nicely. And then we cover them with mulch to get them through the winter. We like 6 inches of mulch on top of them. Well, now we are at the end of June, and these are, you can tell they're starting to even brown a little bit, which is a sign that the bulbs on the bottom are getting close to being ready, although I will wait until at least the middle of July before I start digging the bulbs. What I want to show you today is the garlic scapes. So I have already picked a few of these little curly things that come out of the base of this garlic. So I have a few more here yet to cut that I'm going to snip off. So I just simply snip this piece off. That's the only thing you really need to do to your garlic until you're ready to dig it. Otherwise, it pretty much takes care of itself. This garlic was planted from some bulbs of garlic that we bought on a vacation in the state of New York. We stopped at this little roadside market on Highway 20 and picked up several cloves. And the man who sold it to us explained to us how to grow it and how to mulch it and when to plant it and things like that. And he said to save your best cloves every winter and plant those. Here's a close-up of a scape. This is the part that I will be snipping off. Back here is another one. This is the piece that is the garlic scape that I am going to trim off. To harvest these scapes, I just use a pair of scissors and I just clip them down here at the base and remove this curly part. What do I do with this? Well, I put it on pizza, I put it in stir fries, and I also put it in a Ziploc bag and store it in the freezer. So my garlic bulbs will be ready to harvest soon. And as soon as they're ready, I like to start using the bulbs because they won't last an entire year. They'll start to sprout by the time, like February comes around. So then when I run out of my garlic, then I pull out my scapes and use them in the spring. All right, let's cut one more here. Just put your scissors right around the root of that. And snip. Here are the scapes I picked today. You get 1 scape per plant. All right, so let's get these scapes ready for the freezer. So I've got this nice curly scape here, and I don't usually use all this end out here, and I don't use this big seed pod through here, but I just simply take my scissors and give little like centimeter or ½ inch long snips. Get rid of that part there. And use some of this as well. This has just a nice garlicky smell. Not as strong as the garlic cloves, but it is a nice way to use all of your product. When it starts getting back here to the color change and so forth, I usually quit snipping away. So I just do this to all of my garlic scapes here. Again, I get rid of that end. Snip, snip, snip. A deep container is helpful because they fall down in. One of those was a little on the large size. I like to have them already cut in a size that I would use on a pizza or in a vegetable saute or to throw into soup. That way I'm not trying to cut them later. So after I've cut all of these up, I have 2 options. I can put them into a Ziploc bag and I just freeze them like this and seal it up, trying to get out as much air as possible. And then as I need them, I can just pull out the ones that I would like. I store this in the door of my freezer. The ones that I want to keep using through the rest of the summer until my bulbs are ready, I like these green vegetable saver bags and a nice little twist tie on the top. And I put those down in my crisper drawers in my refrigerator. So there you go, a little information on garlic scapes and how to get the most out of your garlic plants.